Hello, can you see me? Look in the chat box. If you can see me, say, yes, I can see you. Yes, I can hear you. That'll be great. Can you see me? Because I am so excited to get ready. Not yet, you can't see me. All right. Okay, hold on. Oh, good. Okay. Okay, good. And you can hear me? I have voice, yes, it shows me I does. You can see me. Okay, good. Yay. I think it just takes a minute to kind of warm itself up. Great. Okay. Yay. I know for sure Sherry and Sherilyn are here. Awesome. So let's get going. I want to show you as much as I can about this system today and take you into completely the back office and set you up so you can see what it is. So far, I've been kind of vague on it, and that's because I think if I just throw out the technical words like it's a profit or it's a repurchasing profit share, whatever, it doesn't sound right. And if I start with that, people go, oh, that's weird. But this is something that I've been looking at, and I've only been a member for 10 days. So I'm going to be very, very honest with you, but I have been inside the community, which has now been live since March, and people are starting to bring in a lot of passive income. And that's why I'm promoting this, because you probably don't know me, but if you did, you would know that I have a really hard time talking about or selling or promoting or doing anything with anything that I don't feel like completely confident about. And there's, you know, it goes back to like my inner insecurity that I really want people to like me. And I've been told years by coaches, get rid of that. Like, you just say what it is. You know, you have to be confident about your product and your system, but you can't be tied to results. Like, that's it. Like, you pay a coach whatever amount and you get whatever you get out of it. And that is really hard for me. And I think it's because I come from a teaching background. I was a math teacher. I have a degree in mathematics. Yeah, I actually have a math degree and then a master's in education. So I spent a lot of time in public schools. And then after that, I was working one-on-one with kids with learning disabilities. And that's what my day job still is I work one-on-one with kids with learning disabilities, specifically in math, and specifically when they start to get into math that's like 5th grade and above into high school. So if you can imagine you already have like a processing disorder and you've hated math your entire life, now like I get to come in and go, oh, hey, let's do the thing you totally hate and you've hated for 10 years. Yeah, so but that's what I do. Like, my job is to make it so that they get it. That's what I say. This has to make sense to your brain. So that's why I wanted to do this, because I want this system to make sense to your brain. And I'm not going to put myself behind something that I don't believe in. So let's see. My intention for this, my intention today is to give you a very good overview so that you get that big like aha moment, like you can see where this is going, and also to be very upfront about what it can and can't do, and to actually get you started today. Sherry, I think you already signed up, right? I think you have a free account already, but you haven't done anything else. And that's probably because, like I said, if you heard the radio show, that going into, if I just hand this to you and say, hey, go do it, you're going to look at it and go, what is this? So I want to walk you through it really nice and slowly. So I'm a real person. I've been on many of these webinars and seen many things pitched, but this isn't a pitch. This is to get you started on something. I'm not going to ask for money. I won't even ask you to put in money. Like, there's no money involved. This is you looking at this and seeing if it's a good thing for you. I personally am really excited what's going to happen with my income in the next 4 to 5 months. So this isn't going to be like, tomorrow you're going to make $2,000. No, but there's a system and it's going to build up. And the best analogy I could come up with is this is like a weight loss program, only like the opposite. No, we'll call it weight loss for your debt or something. Like, it's going to make your debt smaller, although that's a total double negative, so that probably doesn't work. But this is like a weight loss system. So you pay into a system or don't, like you start a system. And for me, the hardest thing is that I don't see results right away. And I go, forget it, this isn't working. And I've done that a lot with my business stuff too, like forget it, or the weight loss. So slow and steady and with support is always the best way, right? And the people who work out for 10 hours a day and only eat spinach are going to lose weight faster. Are they healthier? Probably not, but they're going to lose weight faster versus someone who's doing a little by little every day. So you'll see people who have quick results, you'll see people who have slower results, but the thing is, if you keep doing it, you get results. And that's what I like about this. So let's dive in to my screen share. Let me make sure I have it here. Okay. So I am going to do a lovely screen share. Let me know when my money mamas come up. Do you love my logo? I totally love it. I have no idea why there's butterflies and hearts, but it makes me really happy. So anyway, that's why I keep butterflies and hearts, because I just think it's wonderful. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Sherilyn. So yeah, I got this idea to do this because I have been struggling to make money online. And I, started to play with this idea kind of because many people told me to, like, you're a coach, you need to coach things. And I'm like, no, I don't feel like a coach. I feel like a teacher. Like, that's what I do. I can teach people stuff. For some reason, coach, I mean, I've been a coach too, like a volleyball coach. I've actually been a real coach. But for some reason, there was still something not quite clicking. It wasn't quite gelling with what I felt right about doing and what I knew how to do, if that makes sense. Like I came into my new coaching program, who I know a couple people from Vanessa's program, and I'm going to be an online video marketer, but there were still pieces of it I wasn't happy with. So I still am looking at many different ways of how can I do what I really want to do. And the thing I really want to do is stay home and make money online. Like I've said that to people before. They go, wow, yeah, we have totally different goals. That doesn't mean I want to stay home all the time, but I want to have a business that I don't have to drive anywhere, because I've spent the last, 15 years driving to and from students' houses all over LA. I mean, in a day, I can put 200 miles on my car. Like, I used to spend between going from my house to a student's house and student to student, all like that, I was in the car up to 5 hours a day. I am so over traffic. I'm so over driving around. So that's like been my journey to get here. Plus, I got 2 little ones, and I would love to move to Colorado and homeschool. And if I get this up and running, then I absolutely will, because guess what? I won't have to spend all my time driving around. So the thing I want to do with us today, let me see if I can go forward slide. Oh, hold on, probably have to do this. Okay. The thing I want to do today is give you full explanation of what the system is, and I will give it a name now. It's called My Paying Ads. We'll call it MPA. Full disclosure on how it works so you can make the best decision for you. And the earnings model, so you can really see the long term of how this works and how it grows. The complete setup and walkthrough. A complete overview of the system and how to do it in a live demonstration. So I've actually not made what they're called credits. So you're going to hear a bunch of different words. There's credits and ad shares are some of the words, and I'll show you what those mean. And if you are a little confused already, don't worry. I kind of teach like Karate Kid style, where I'm going to kind of show you, I'm going to tell you everything first, and then I'll show you how to do it. So, it's like wax on, wax off right now. So there's this thing called ad shares, and you purchase ad shares. And when you purchase ad shares, that gives you more money back, because there's a % back that you always get. You get, for every $1 you put in, you get $1.20 back. And that moves up and up and up the share ladder, which I, again, will show you. But what I found so confusing is that I had never heard of this kind of model before. And when I had, it looked really sketchy. So that's why I was like, no, I would never do this. But the person that brought me on is a 30-year veteran of online marketing. He said, like, this is solid. I now know who the owner of this company is and many, many people inside. So I'm going to show you a bunch of pictures of people making big results, because you're going to see my results and go, oh, that's not so awesome. But I'm going to show you why I am excited to keep doing this. Like, I'm at the beginning of my weight loss now. And I will tell you, I gained a lot of weight after I had my kids 4.5 years ago. And there's only so long that you get to say, like, it was the twins' fault that I didn't take the weight off, because I had twins, boy-girl twins, and they're 4.5 now. And, you know, a year, maybe 2 years, you're like, oh, it's the baby weight. Now I'm like, okay, seriously, Erin? So more than 4 weeks ago, I started exercising. I haven't missed a day yet. So while I'm getting my body in shape slowly, because I still like Chinese noodles a lot, so there's some things I'm not giving up, I'm also getting my finances in order. So this is the beginning of our weight loss journey. I would not want to show you anything where I'm going to say, hey, next week you're going to make $2,000, because that's almost never true. So are you ready? Let's get into the full explanation part. So like I said, the system is called My Paying Ads, or MPA for short. And okay, my screen does move around. And it was started in March of 2015. And right now it has grown to 88,132 members. You'll see this says December 1st. This was posted in the larger MPA group on December 1st, and it said 87,000, but I actually checked the site today, and so that's where I got my number. This is how much money they've paid out to people already. This is over $4 million. They've got a high Alexa ranking. They're secure, very reputable, and the guy just wanted to, his name is Uday, there's his name. He's extremely transparent, and that was part of his mission statement, is he wanted to do this model where people stayed long-term, and it was completely transparent. So I'll show you what that looks like. Yes, this is very, very internet markety, but I think it has such huge potential for us, especially if we can start getting a lot of mamas in here and showing them and like leading them slowly through this. And slowly, I mean step by step, because it's not actually that slow to get started. So the way it works, you're like, well, how does it work? Like I said, you do this thing called buy shares. Oh, it's a little blurry. Okay, let me see if I can make it bigger. I don't know if that helps. Yeah, let me know if it's blurry. Sometimes I know Webinar Jam can be blurry on the screen share, but I will keep checking in the comments box. I'll make it as big as I can, so that might help. Okay, better, good. Okay, I think what I did is I had the original slides too small. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so you buy these shares called ad packs, and what it is, and the reason they say it's ad packs is because people are actually buying advertising. So when you buy into these, it's called an ad pack, and you actually have credits to advertise on the site. However, you never need to advertise. There are 10 levels of ad packs. I think they just added an 11th level, and each level has a different price per share. So what you do is you're building up essentially like a portfolio of shares, and the shares are paying off every 30 minutes. That's how they do this. So every 30 minutes, they look and see how much money has been put into the ad packs, how many people bought shares, and then that gets distributed to everybody equally. That's why it's called revenue share. And I don't want to say 100% equally, because obviously people who have less shares are getting a less of a percent, but everybody is making money all the time. You get paid as long as you do what you need to do. Big question is, what do you need to do? There's one thing to do essentially, and it's click on 10 ads per day, and that will keep you in the earning pool. This keeps your shares active, and I'll show you that in the live demonstration. And actually, I haven't done this yet today because I wanted to do it live on here. So technically, since yesterday, I haven't been making any money. And so all those 30-minute increments that happened overnight, I haven't been making any money. So yeah, you could just let it sit there and do nothing, but that's not really in your best interest. So like I said, you click 10 ads in every 24-hour period, and that's it. You don't have to, it doesn't help you to click more ads. It doesn't help you to do 40. And once you click 10, which takes 10 seconds each, so like 100 seconds of your time, there's nothing else to do. That's it. You wait 24 hours. It'll tell you you are in surf-free mode, and the next 24 hours, you click 10 more. So you'll know that you clicked your 10 because there's a message in the overview section of your back office that says you are in surf free mode. And if you haven't clicked 10 that day, like you'll see on my account, it'll say you have yet to surf 10 ads. That's it. You don't have to recruit anybody. You don't have to ask other people to join. This isn't an MLN. There is a commission when you do ask people. And in fact, they are adding a piece in where paid members, so when you're buying shares, you can come in as a free member. It's very blurry. Okay. I guess you'll just have to listen to me. I will describe everything very, very well. Let's see if I can do that. Better. Okay. I think sometimes it's glitching out a little. So just let me know. I will keep adjusting as necessary. But okay, a little better. So that's what you do. You don't have to recruit anybody. I have been asked by many people to join their, direct business models, like sell these chocolates, sell these hats, whatever. And I'm always like, no, I hate selling. I don't want to sell. So I found something that my introverted self can do really nicely. And you are also, eligible. Whoops. You're also eligible for guaranteed referrals after 10 days. So when you sign on, I am listed as your sponsor and you are called my referral. After 30 days, if people come on, and after you're in the program 30 days, I should say, it's not quite a program, the system, this community, whatever you want to call it. And somebody else signs up, but they didn't sign up under a sponsor. They randomly assign sponsors to people. So you could actually get people under you that you've never met before. And that's how they're going to continue building this because, like I said, they want people to stay in long term. So let's get into the full disclosure. Something that always has to be said is results are not typical. That's what everybody will say. Results are not typical. However, every screenshot I'll share with you in, blurry or not blurry, I'll tell you what's going on, and you can go even see them in the Facebook group. Not mine, because my group's brand new. I'm starting like a club inside of the bigger university, if that makes sense. The 88,000 people is like the university, and I'm making a little club. So we still want to know what's going on in the university with all the students and everybody, but we want to stay in our own club because we can support each other better that way. So it's not called an investment. And you'll see that over and over in the MPA Facebook group. This is not an investment. This is an ad share. It's a revenue sharing model. It's not an investment because this isn't a bank. This is about people when you put this in and money comes out. It's a little bit more like the stock market, but not in the sense that everything's going to crash. That's not how this works. And also the percentages don't change daily like a stock market does. So your shares aren't worth less any day. They just get to be more. I'm going to give you a live demo of earnings received by members. And like I said, you will never lose money, but it might take you a while to make money. So this isn't something that I would say you're going to make $500 a day this month. Although you could if you were super aggressive, that you're the weight loss person who wants to exercise for 10 hours a day. Not going to happen. And it wouldn't be you doing more work. It would be investing more and buying shares quicker. So I started out, I'll show you my total earnings. I started out with an initial investment. I put $25 in to see what would happen. I bought 25 of the $1 shares. And then I started, I still wasn't quite sure what was going on. So, okay, I have my 25 $1 shares and they're making a couple pennies every day. And I called the guy who sponsored me. His name is Ed. And I was like, what is happening? Like, I don't understand. He's like, big smiley face, virtual pat on the back. Like, it's okay. Let it sit for a couple of days. And then I saw some things happen. And then I actually went back and put in $600 more. Now that may sound like a lot to some people. It might sound like not a lot. Some people who are seeing huge investments, huge returns right now in like less than 6 months, way less than 6 months. And they're now making $750 a day. Actually, they're making more like $1,400 a day, but the most you can take out at one time is $750. But They started, one woman said she started with $7,000 in. Other people are at her level almost, and they are started with $40, so it's really completely what you want to do. I see where this is going, and I'm very impatient, so I am actually going to put in more of my money because I want my money to grow much quicker, and my bank account isn't going to do it. That's like 2%. So at least I'm getting 20% return accrued, 48 times daily. And I can take $750 a month out. And I think I will be up to earning $200 to $300 a day, so between $6,000 and $9,000 a month. That's actually money I can take out by, I'm saying like February or March. I think this is definitely happening. I mean, I'm excited. I want that. And then I want to get up to where I'm maxing out at $22,500 a month. And after that, even before that, there's no more money that I'm going to be putting in. The person making $750 a day, she started out with $7,000 investment over 6 months. So that is part of my disclaimer. That is why I want you to know what this looks like. So what does this screen share look like to you? Pretty blurry. This was somebody who posted in the group on November 29th, and she took a payout of $750. And that's the name of the guy, Uday Nara. And she's saying, thank you, I love MPA. And this is Christy Ruffner, and I actually talked to her on Facebook a few days ago, and she said she has not taken any money out yet, but what she is doing is waiting till she gets up to her plan 9. And she did. November 29th, she started working towards plan 9. I'll show you what that means in a calculator so you can actually see it. Can we cash out anytime? Yeah. And what guarantees us that our money won't disappear? There's a few things that guarantee, yeah, you can cash out anytime. I'm going to show you what happens though. There's a share model. So some of your money goes back into repurchase and some of it goes into your cash account. The idea is if you wanted to take money out right away, there's not going to be a lot of money to take out because it's a 30-70 split. So 70% of your money goes back into you buying new shares. And that's the money that keeps reinvesting. The 30% is what you can take out at any time. Now you might be wondering, well, that sounds very little, but I'm going to show you that it won't disappear because this is a pretty steady model. It can't disappear because there's no negative, if that makes sense. It can go stale, like you don't do anything with it. But if you take the time to do the 10 ads a day and look at reinvesting and upping yourself in the share pack. So do you see how it's called ad pack plan 1, ad pack plan 2? Each one of these, all the way up to 9, you can do up to 200 active shares. You don't need to buy 200 active shares to get to the next plan pack. You only need 100. But the best strategy is to actually get the lower level as high as you can, which would be 200, and then start working on your plan 2 and get to that to 200, and then start working on plan 3, get to that to 200. So it's a slow build. But all of these results I think are impressive because no one could have started before April 1st, right? Because this company only started March 30th is when they went live. So is there 100% guarantee? No, I don't think there's ever 100%. What I'm seeing though is that this is a long-term strategy. And when you go in and you see these people, like they're posting their bank account information or their PayPal, all their information, people are really trusting, and they're trusting in this system. So I like this one. I took the screenshot from November 29th because Julie down here said I was very skeptical at the beginning, but this is an amazing make money genuine program. Yeah, that's her writing. You have proofed that with your up-to-date progress of MPA. And it's a really interesting community because everybody is just like high-fiving and welcoming and helpful. But it's also a lot of people. So that's what made me think, wait, there's a lot of questions that can kind of get lost in all of the strings of people doing their updates, and that's why I wanted to have Money Mamas. So this is Tiziana. This is yesterday because I did these this morning. So this was actually yesterday. She took her 68th payout, which is pretty impressive. 68th payout. I don't know when she started, but her payout was $500. Okay, so she's already taken out 68th payout of $500. She's making some nice money. Tanzil, I want to show you, he was on December 1st. This was earlier this morning. His commission based, and this is what your office will look like, and I'll take you through all this. So your share earnings are how much your shares are actually earning you, and his shares have earned him almost $5,000. What you'll notice is his cash balance is 34, and his repurchase balance is $1, because he is using his repurchase balance to buy new shares, and he's letting his cash balance sit. He probably did use his cash balance, and that's actually a really good idea. But yeah, he had to say my results are not typical, but his earnings, 63 days. Okay, so in 63 days, he's made $6,000. That's not bad. That's really not bad for starting out. There's not a lot of things that you can start out and just completely go. So where does the money go? So do we get the money from the ad companies? I'll show you. I'll show you. I promise I will show you. I'll show you where the money goes, and I'll show you exactly where that goes for the ads. The ad company is my paying ad. It is MPA, but you'll notice he has 158,300 banner ad credits, which means he has credits towards his ads. Because like I said, in this model and in this business, you are buying credits to advertise your business. He has never used his credits. He's not advertising anything. He is using this as the way that I'm showing you how to use it, which is not to advertise anything, but to make the money off the percent profit share. That's where he's getting his money. Then anybody who comes in under you, you get a 10% commission every time they buy new shares for life. So there's even something, I'll show it to you on the back office, where it says referrals. It says be good to your referrals. Reach out to them often, help them. Like they're here and they're making you money for life. You be good to them. So the bigger your team that you build, the nicer it is for you. I actually want to give back, so I'm not going to give it away, but you will see. I want to give you back money to get you started too. And then Richard, this is Richard, and you can see the dates are in European form. So on 11/30, 11/29, 11/28, 11/26, and 11/24, he's taking out over $100 a day. Except, well, the 30, but over $100. He's well averaging over $100 a day taking out. And I love it, because if I had $100 a day extra, if I had $3,000 extra a month, I could easily do what I'm doing now, not stress about the extra money, and just have this coming in. Like that, it feels like such a relief to me to know that there's this, that I can get to that point where even $100 a day, yeah, like obviously I want to get up to the 750, but if I'm taking $100 a day out and making $3,000, I don't have to get up to that level 9, level 10. I'm just making money. I mean, you can see that's my little face down there, my little picture. So yeah, these are my screenshots for today. So Shara, I really appreciate your questions. Keep them coming. I will show you where the money goes. Let me show you the full big picture. This is your long-term picture. And I will even show you the calculator coming up. We'll do a calculation, actually. I have the calculator here. So the Plan 1 ad pack is $1. Each share is $1. He should not have this as $2.15 unless he did this a little while ago. I don't know when he did this, but it should be $200 because they made it that it's a max $200. So that means the total shares cost you $215. You're going to make $258 off these, which is a $43 profit. Does that make sense? These mature over about 20 days or so. So once you get started, that's what you see. Then the reason you do that is now you have a little bit of money coming in. You start reusing that money to get your Plan 2, which are $3 shares. You can max out at $200. So you're putting $600 in. But remember, this is not your actual money out of pocket. This is you recycling the money you put in the first time. Or, I mean, you can put in more money as many times as you want, but you're recycling money. So then you're getting 720 out, which is the profit of 120 at this level. This keeps going up, up, up. So you can see like level 4 is $7 per share, $10 per share, $15 per share, on and on and on. You get up to plan ad pack 10. And I believe these are his actual results here. This is his progress report. This is this guy doing this right now, because at plan 10, you can actually get 2,000 shares. But again, he does not put in $43,000. He's recycled this money. Probably started with, I don't even know. What did he say over here? He wants to climb to 1,000 shares in level 11 and reach his goal of 2,000 shares in level 10, so that by July 2016, he'll have the final 1,000 shares in 11 and be done by Christmas 2016. Okay, so my shares are now worth $61,000, and he bought into this system on September 29th. Wow. So he's been in this 2 months. I'm trying to make sure that this is actually what he has right now. Yeah, this is what he has right now. This is what he has, and he wants to build this up so his shares are worth the max amount. So right now his total profit, which is how much he actually made, is $17,000. He can take out $464 cash every day. So that's what he can take out right now as he's built up to plan 10. Holy cow, he did this in 2 months. This guy is awesome. So yeah, I'm 10 days in. I'm not quite here. My numbers are like 100. And I have, like I said, I haven't made money in the last couple hours because I wanted to do this with you. So I don't know if you want to see this, but I was playing with this right now. Oh shoot, hold on. I forgot I have to share separate screens. 1 second. I'm going to stop sharing one screen. Here I am. So let me take a break. I talked really fast. Let me see what questions came up from that before we go on to part 2. But that is your big overview. So there's these thing called shares. There's buying the ad packs. You never have to actually advertise anything unless you want to, because what you've done is you purchased credits towards advertising on the site. And I'll show you what this looks like when we go to the live demo. Any questions so far? I mean, I get it. Like, this looks really strange, which is why I didn't want to send people directly to the page and say, hey, just go sign up, because I think looking at it, you would go, I have no idea. And like Sherry, she's asking a lot of questions. Where does the money go? So we get the money from the ad companies. It's not, what you're doing is you're actually purchasing the ads. But what happens is every time there's money purchased from the ads, if we're buying credits for ads, why can we convert it to money? Is that what you meant? Why can we convert it to money? Because of the repurchasing, because of the profit share model. So everybody buying in at $1, your every share at the $1 level is going to mature until it reaches $1.20, and then that one stops maturing, and you buy another one. So if you're not at the 200 level, and let's say you had 200 credits at level 1, but then it dropped down. And then it dropped down, and you, like, 5 of them expired, or not expired, they matured. So you already made your $1.20 off those 5. Now your thing is going to say, it's not going to say 200 ad shares in level 1. It'll say 195, and then you go repurchase another 5 to get it back up to 200. You don't have to keep it at 200, but that is absolutely the best model for the growth. That is hands down the best thing to do. What I'm doing is I'm taking my money and splitting it between 2 levels. You can buy the next level up if you have 100 credits and the next level down. So as soon as I got to 100 credits in level 2, I started purchasing a little by little in level 3. So I'm almost maxed out level 2 now, which means as soon as I max out level 2, I'm going to obviously stop buying those credits and then do mostly level 3s, but then a little bit of level 4s because I want to start getting those going. That's my strategy. Some other people have left all the levels above at 0 until they got to 200. So they only worked on level 1 to 200 and then only worked on level 2 till 200 and only worked on level 3 to 200. The reason you get the cash is because of the revenue share model, because of the way that it's designed, that everybody putting the money in is going to get a percent out. That's how they keep that's how they keep the business flowing. So the ads pretty much all have to do with online marketing and buying and getting traffic and things like that. And I think I'm going to use my ad credits actually and do some things. So one thing that is kind of cool is that because I've been doing things online, I have affiliate products and I have my own website, and I actually would like to advertise my own website on here. It's going to get in front of people. Some people are just going to look at it for the 10, to get their 10 clicks per day. Other people, it's going to catch their attention because you go and you click on it and it stays open for 10 seconds. And there's a counter at the top. And once that counter goes down, then you're done and you click another one. However, you might see something that catches your attention. And if you're getting in front of 1,000 people a day, there might be 1 or 2 people that you catch their attention, and that's kind of cool too. I haven't even started thinking about ads yet because I just want to get this part rolling. I want to do this part first. So I'm going to share with you the calculator. And I hope this one is not too blurry. Let's see. And you guys, so what do you see? You see the calculator? It's a little blurry, isn't it? You know what? Yes, use PayPal. They take PayPal, Payza, Bitcoin. They take all the major ones. I use my PayPal. That's just easiest for me. And yeah, it's just easiest for me. So I can actually send you this calculator and you could play around with it. But this is where I'm at right now is I have, let's see. Oh no, this is maximum. Sorry. I'm actually showing you the maximum. So looking at this in this calculator, so actually add packs at each level, like you can play with this. I can send this to you and you can put, zeros in and see what happens. But let's go and just real quickly zero everything out and see what's going to happen here. And if you really can't see this, I'll make a better HD video that isn't on Webinar Jam and go through this again, okay? So let's say you start and you get your 200 at level 1. So right now, your total funds in your repurchasing package is $11, and your total from your daily repurchase balance and your actual, let me go to these ones. Hold on. Cost investment to mature, total profit, total per share. Okay. Your daily profit cash balance would be $1.67. And you're like, well, that's not great, but that's every day. It's $1.67. Your actual daily profit based on shares owned, $1.67. Your repurchase balance is $3.89. So you have $5.56 that you can repurchase. And you know what? There's more columns. Oh, this is going to get way too small. Okay. It's going to get way too small. But let me go back over here. It's a cool little calculator. You know what? I might show you this other one because it's smaller on the screen. This one. Okay. Does this one allow me to make, yeah. Okay, let's just see what, this one is not as fancy as the other calculator. So let's say I start my 200 at this top level. So right now my daily profit's about $1.66. And what daily profit means is that's how much money I have that I can withdraw without losing my shares. Meaning I won't, I can still repurchase more shares. So every 30 minutes, I'm making 20 cents. You're like, okay, that's not great. Every day about $10, every week about $70. Well, let's add 200 more to level 2. Okay, so now I'm making 76 cents every 30 minutes, double that, $1.50 every 60 minutes. Every day is $36. Every week is $2.56. And I could take $6 out a day without losing my ability to keep rebuying. Let's go to level 3. So this is where I'm going to be at pretty soon. So $14 is my profits. My week is 548. 548 a week. I guess we could do, oh, yeah, this one's protected. This is somebody else's calculator. They just let you fill in these fields. So then I want to get to plan 4. And now you'll see that my daily profit has jumped to $24 a day. So it went from $14, 200 in level 4 is $24. So as you move up the levels, let's get our maxed out plan 5. You're at $41 a day that you can take out. Let's do plan 6 maxed out, now $67 a day. Now it starts getting pretty interesting up here. Now I'm making $100 a day at plan 7. If I max out plan 8, I can make $150. And if I get 200 in plan 9, I can make $226 a day. That might be enough for me. You'll notice the daily is actually $902. You're actually making $900 a day, but the amount that you would be able to pull out without losing your shares, meaning not being able to buy more shares, is $226. I could actually live with that. I could live with taking $226 out. So let's keep going. Let's just say you got 200 in level 10, you're 345 a day, and let's say you could do 200 in level 11. That's $369 a day. But you can max out level 10 at 2,000. Okay, now my profit's $1,441 a day. I have done no more work than clicking 10 ads a day and just checking and making sure that I keep these numbers. And I now have money. Oh, brother. You're right. No, really, it didn't switch? Oh my gosh. It's because it's a new screen. I did so many cool things, you guys. Let me go back. This one, I'm so sorry. Now you can see it. Yeah, you know, some days I wonder. My webinar skills are a little shaky. Do you want me to go through it again? It's Thank you. Yeah, my screen switching, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just a little bit spazzy. I forget that I'm not doing a full screen share and I'm just doing application share. But it does sound great, doesn't it? Yeah, it works. So let me zero out some of these so you can kind of see, like, let's be more conservative. So at getting to level 8, you have $635 a day. Oh, good, you did. Okay. You have $635 a day that you have. You can take out $150 a day and still have enough money to keep buying shares. So that's what I was saying. Yeah. So what is that? That's $4,500 a month at this level that you could just take out, and that's just profit. But people, you know, they say, I want to keep going. So that's what most people are saying. They get to that level and they're like, well, why stop? So you get your 200 at level 9, and now you can make your $226 or $6,000 a week, but that gets split between your 70% going back into your repurchasing and your 30% staying out. Now, why do you need a repurchase balance? Because these shares will start to mature, and then you won't have 200 anymore. You'll have 195. You won't be, oh, and if this gets below 100, you won't be making money on this level anymore. So that's how they kind of keep you going up. But now you have plenty of money to go repurchase these without ever having to put another dollar in. So you just keep reusing your money, like I said, recycling it. Let's see. Let's say we want to do $1,000, and the next year, like, we're making $1,000. You can take $822 a day out. And because the limit's $750, like, that might not even be necessary. You know, what did I have it at? 800? Yeah. So like 800 or 900 at this level, you don't even have to go to the next level, and you're making a pretty $762 a day. You know, weekly 17,000, that's your cumulative of everything. Is there an age requirement? Oh, yes. Cheryl, there's no age requirement at all. And if you're understanding what I'm doing here, then absolutely. Every day, it's really cute. Someone will come on and say, please welcome my wife, so-and-so, or welcome my husband. And so, yeah, husband and wives are both doing this. There's no problem with that. You could have one account and put it all into one, or you could have separate ones and do it separately. I mean, like, oh, you know what? If you had separate accounts and you got them both up here, you could both be taking out $750 a day. Aha, you could take out $1,500 a day. Ah, that's where it gets interesting, huh? Or, yeah, okay. So 2 people families, that's actually a pretty big advantage. I mean, even at this level, if you guys were both up to that level, up to level 8, you'd be taking $150 a day. So how do we claim this income on income tax? It comes into PayPal as a withdrawal. I don't actually know. That's a good question. I am going to ask them. They call it a withdrawal from you request a withdrawal and then it goes into your PayPal. But let me ask that. That's a good question. And signing under you to get that benefit. Yes. And then they sign up under you and you get 10% every time they invest. Yes, Sherilyn. So anybody in your family, if they sign up under you, you get their 10%. Yeah, that is it. That is absolutely correct. So I'm going to shut this now. And then if you are still with me, let's go do live. Something come to mind to get shocked at the end of the year. Oh yeah. No, I know. I've thought about that. Like, they keep saying this isn't an investment. So I want to ask about that because people are definitely taking money and getting money into their PayPal accounts like you saw. So I would want to know that too. I don't think there's any reason a 12 and 15-year-old could not do this, Sherilyn. She's asking if no age requirement. I have a 12 and 15-year-old too. I mean, imagine them building up their own portfolios and learning how to do something daily that is teaching them. Oh my gosh, even if they put in their own money, the US will be different than us. Yeah. So you know what? Let me ask, because this is worldwide though. There's people in all sorts of every country is in here. So for sure Canada, for sure US, for sure all over the place. So I want to get you started now. Sherry, you already have your thing set up, so you can just watch along. But let's do this. I am going to get my browser up here and do yet another screen share. And so I know, okay, Sherry, I'm so glad you get it. You're saying I'm excited. Like once I got this and my head kind of exploded and stopped exploding, I was like, this is it. Like I got the shivers. I can fund my life like this, and this is no joke. This is not like buying a training and maybe you'll get it to work and maybe you won't. Like this is very clear steps. This works so well with my logical math brain that I can get it, and it gives me an opportunity to teach something to people. It's like so win-win for me. So let me see which window I want to bring open. If I do a full screen share, well, I can do that. Hold on. Let me close some windows and do a full screen share so we can do this together. But I do want to walk you through and show you my back office. So let me share this real quick so you can get started. No, I can put it in the chat box. That's what I'll do. Math Brain Twin. Yay! Yeah, I try to explain myself as a creative mathematician because that's basically what I have to do. Like, I love the math, but I also believe math is one of the most creative things kids ever learn to do. And if you don't teach it that way, like you're losing so many kids. So helping creative brains count. So my short link is bit.do/moneymama. I have to go right away. Is this recorded? Absolutely. I'm still going to run through everything. I'm going to stay on and finish and do the full demo. So Sherry, check back in, watch the recording. And then I think you're already in the group, right? So if you have any questions, just come ask. Also, that's the link. I don't know if it's a hot link. bit.do/moneymama, and that'll take you to the sign-in page. And then Sherilyn, if you're staying, we should have a couple people on here. I don't know who's on here. I guess just us. Okay, Sherilyn, if you want to stay and walk through it with me, then that'll be great, because then anybody else, there's more people who obviously didn't show up. A lot of people watch the replay, I think, but then that'll give them the ability to see the full setup. So also, my email is Erin@bizrankpro.com. Erin@bizrankpro.com. You can always email me with any questions. You're good? Okay, good. Like you want to keep going? Sweet. Okay. So get to Money Mama. So like I said, I'm going to do a full screen share here. Let me see if I can do this. It's a little annoying. Hold on. It's annoying because Webinar Jam is inside a window, a Google Hangout window. So I have to move stuff around because I still want to be able to see the chat. Okay. So let me see how creative I can get. No, put that down so it's not confusing. Okay, I'm going to open this window, Okay. We're going to go look at it. Woo, exciting. Okay, so Sherilyn, as soon as you, let me get my screen share up. Entire screen. It's going to look a little weird for a second. I think it's going to give me a loop. Oh, not too bad. Okay. There's my whole screen. I'm going to hide that. So I can't really see what I'm sharing with you. So you'll just have to let me know if you can see it. Let's go. Oh, and I made a little video. Oh, it has 4 views now. That's cute. My Money Mama video. So go to bitdo/Money Mama. And you'll see all the information you need. So you are going to go to register. And it's a pretty simple register. First name, last name, email, username. So when you get that done, you're in. And that's the first part you do. So let's go in. We'll skip that. We'll skip. You know how to log in. bitdo money mama, blah, blah, blah. And let me show you. So there's the launch date, March 30th, 2015. Right now there's 88,324 members. And remember on my spreadsheet, it said like 132. So a couple hundred people have joined since then. This is the last payout, $7.87. There's actually a lot of people who take really small payouts every day. And I think they're playing a little more conservative game, but recent payouts are right here. They're going to show you. So this is the name of the person, the user, and you can see these are people who have gotten paid today. And there's just a lot of little amounts, $5, $5 is the minimum you can take out. So people are just taking their minimums, and maybe they're doing $5 every day, or, let's see, 266, that's a bigger one. There's some hundreds, 300. So anyway, that's there. Now you can see it. So let me go into mine and let me show you how easy it is to get in. So the first thing you always see is an ad. Sometimes this screen will actually show up as like a 404 that there's nothing there. This is like somebody's ad that they paid for to get right in your front screen. So it stays open. As soon as the X comes up, after the timer goes down, you can close that, and now you're on your back office. The first place you'll be is the overview. So if I click overview, it's the same page, and you'll notice in big red letters it says you are yet to serve 10 ads today. That's because, like I said, I have not done anything. My cash balance and repurchase, I usually put it almost down to 0 because I'm still building. I have 399 active shares, but they're not active right now because I didn't surf my ads. Here's Big Ed. I told you Ed was my sponsor. I have 1 free referral right now. I hope to get many more. And my total earnings is $113 over the last 10 days. So I'm averaging like $11 a day so far that I'm making. And I'm not going to do anything with that because it's not really worth it for me to make $11 a day. I want to make 500, 600, 700. So the things you're going to ignore on this page are okay, so they're in India too, by the way. Also, I think this is a really cheesy site. Sorry, MPA. I just think it's super cheesy, but I got over it. I was like, I can't trust this site. It's too ugly. But anyway, it works. Yeah, right? Okay, good. I'm glad you can see that. Like, I'm actually making money. I've made $113. And yesterday, I bought shares yesterday. And then after I bought shares, I made another, what is that? Like $7. So I'm going to wait for this to get a little bigger and then go repurchase some more shares. Surf free ads doesn't work. So don't even do that. That's not even a thing. I guess you used to be able to like pay them to not make you surf ads, but they just made it all the surf ad model, which is probably better for people buying ads too. There's my name. There's Biz Erin and 77546. I am a paid member. There's, yep, everything. Member tools, you can do your profile. I don't know why my picture's sideways, but it is, which is kind of lame, but it is. It wasn't sideways when I put it in. You can do whatever. I didn't put my address, no need. I'm using PayPal. If you do a pull down, they use a ton of different processors, you'll notice. So to your heart's content, PayPal's just the one I like the best. Blockchain actually is for Bitcoin. If you're a Bitcoin user, they do use Bitcoin. You'll have to go onto our Facebook group, Money Mamas, and look up how to use Bitcoin because it's a little bit different. They need some extra information from you. My referrals. So right now, like I said, it says to be a good sponsor, be in touch with your referrals always and help them when they need it, for sure. And you will automatically, once you get a referral, they'll give you the 30% to your cash balance and 70% to repurchase, just like if you get shares, your shares income. And I have Sherry already signed in, so I'm waiting for my little list to grow and grow and grow. But you get people under you, and that helps me too, because if you have people come in under you, that gives you a commission, which means you are now repurchasing shares, which means I'm going to get something too. So it really helps everybody at every level. And finances. So this is the most important tabs are going to be your overview, your finance, and your history. The rest of them you can play around with, but if you know overview, finance, and history, you're golden. Finance is where you add funds, so that's when you're actually going to put the money into this account. It is pretty quick, but it may not be automatic. It has never taken me 30 minutes, so don't put the money in here and then freak out that it doesn't show up in your balance. It may not show up right away, but it hasn't taken more than a couple minutes. So bigger funds of more than 1,000, you might have some troubles. Like I said, I did $20 and my head exploded, and so I immediately put in 600, which for me, spending $600 is a lot. For this, it seemed like I was so much investing in getting this money back that it didn't bother me. So yeah, pick your payment method, however you're going to pay for it, you preview it, you purchase, and then it'll show up in your balance. The second most important, probably the most important thing, add funds is important. Purchasing shares is important. Do not worry about surf free. You're not going to worry about withdraw for a while. Referral commissions is just going to show you how much you've made in referrals, and transfer funds, I'm not worried. They won't let me sign up. Oh, funny. Sherilyn? I don't know. Is it because you have a capital? Maybe it has to be all lowercase. Maybe you have to do all lowercase for your username. That's really funny. Sherilyn doesn't look invalid. So purchasing shares, good. I'm glad you're doing that while I'm running through this. When you purchase shares, you go here. Actually, I could purchase shares here. Why not? Let's just do it. So, it does say it's a disclaimer. There's not profit sharing earnings are not guaranteed. It's non-refundable once you buy into them. And that's because once you buy into the ad packs, your money goes into the pool of what people can earn as the profit share. So of course they can't really give it to you back. However, if you really, really super had a problem, there is a way to get a refund, but I can't imagine, it says no refund, but they also have what to do if you need a refund. There's literature on that, so that's kind of funny to me. But anyway, you may purchase up to 100 ad packs from any ad pack below at any time. Not quite true, because you have to purchase a minimum of 100 at the first level to go to the next. So right now, if you notice, here, let me go back. Oh, I'm going to show you the history real quick before we do that. I'll show you my share history to see why something's missing. So right now, my ad plan, yay, I got 200 for my plan 1. Plan 2 is at 182 and plan 3 is at 17. Every time I go and purchase shares, it lists here, and it's going to list it forever. So you'll notice I purchased 20 shares, and then I purchased 82 shares, and then I purchased 6 shares. I have this theory that purchasing them in smaller amounts is going to benefit me, because then they won't all mature at the same time. That is my theory. It may not be true, but that's the one I'm working with. You could put $200 in and get 200 credits right away, or ad shares for level 1 right away. But to me, what I did is I got 100. I worked up to 100 for level 1 and then started buying level 2, and then got level 1 up to 200 and then kept buying level 2. And now I'm buying level 3. So once I got to 100 of level 2, I started purchasing level 3 in little amounts. Did it let you on? Were you able to get on, Sherilyn? I hope so. So anyway, and then it'll just keep showing me how much my cash earning is, how much my repurchase earning is on each of these transactions. And it shows me how much I've earned versus how much it'll be when it stops earning. So this is at 16 or $6.50. It will mature at $24. So I can keep an eye on this and say, oh, when this is getting close to $23, then I know that these 20 shares, okay, use lowercase for first and last. Okay, note to everybody, use lowercase for first and last. These 20 shares will expire when this hits $24. And then I will have, up here, my total shares will still be the same, but then my active shares will be less. Total shares is all the shares you've ever bought ever in your history. So for right now, because all my shares are active, since I'm still new, my active shares and my total shares are the same. When I get a little more into this and my shares start maturing, which means they're no longer active, they'll still show up in the total share count, but my active shares will be less. So I'll have to go back and repurchase those. Okay, so you'll notice I have 200 in plan 1. That was important because when I go to purchase shares, you're going to notice that my first option for purchase is plan 2. Plan 1 isn't even here because I've already maxed it out. When I max out plan 2, I won't see it anymore. And it'll only show me plan 3 and above. So I have $7.39. I could buy 2 shares right now. I'd like to repurchase. Always click repurchase balance first. And then preview. And I hit pay now. And you'll notice that it's not here yet, but don't panic. It does take about 5 minutes for them to show up in this ledger, but you'll notice that the money is already gone. Do you see my repurchase is down to 0 again? And my cash balance is $1. Now, in order to be making money, I have to make sure that this little box does not say you are yet to serve 10 ads today. That is it's interesting English. You are yet to serve 10 ads today, but I get it. So what I do is you click that. You can click it here, or you can click on view ads, surf ads. Never do earn money because you earn 1/10. No, what is it? It's 1/10 of 1 penny per thing where it says earn money. Don't ever do that. It's not going to do you any good. That's just another thing. So now you'll see all these funky ads come up. Bing, 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 bing. You click on one. It opens in a new window. Do you see the counter? It's counting down. I'm going to look at this for 10 seconds. At the end of 10 seconds, it says, your click has been credited. You may now close this window. I can close the window, and it says visited. If I go over to overview, it'll say you have yet to serve 9 ads today. So it's already credited me. The method that I suppose it really doesn't matter how you do this, but for some reason I like to click on this one. Now watch, you can't go back and click on them again. Do you see how they're blanked out? You have to wait. But I just sit here and watch this screen until it comes live again and click the next one and click the next one and then count my tabs across the top. That's it. I have done, as soon as I click 10 of these, which I will do, maybe not all right now, but I have done my job for this. There, it became live again. So I'm going to click another one. And when it becomes live again, see it says visited, thank you. I'll do another one. Sometimes you might click on it, and when it comes back, when it shows up, it doesn't say visited. Let's see if my visited. Click this one. And when it doesn't say visited, you can reload the page, but I found that it works better just to go back to overview and then go back to this page. For some reason, if it doesn't give you credit or it doesn't show visited, just go back to overview. There, now that one says visited too. That's cool. These are actually the same ad, same person. So people are buying a lot of ads. You are not getting, no thank you. You are not getting money directly from the advertiser. The advertiser is paying to get their stuff in front of you. You are getting the revenue that you're buying in as a quote unquote advertiser, which you may never use. So now I have 3. When I go back to my overview, it should say, I think you get the idea. See, I think if someone had just walked me through this much, like this way, first I wouldn't have wondered what was going on. Now I have 5 more to do. I want to do those 5. Actually, I think I'm just going to do it because I want you to see what happens. So I can go back to view ads, surf ads. It'll give me a brand new set of 12. So what do we have? 50 seconds here, 50 seconds just to talk and do nothing. All right, because I want to do this live so you can see what it looks like once you've done all this. If you do want to advertise, you can. And that tab is under advertising. You can do a business directory and use the credits that you have that you're buying. Okay, so my page came live again. I'm going to go pick this one. I never click these ones that don't have pictures because they don't really open up the same way. So I can't tell if I'm getting credit. So I guess if people went through the trouble to make a banner ad, then just do it. So yeah, I've seen people post that they have made, or they started with $20 in, and I've seen people say they've gone up to like $7,000 in. And the people who put in the $7,000 are making a lot more back right now. There's also people who are really, really good at building their teams. And there's other people who have ever yet to make any commission referral. They're just 0 commission referral. Zero, did I say that right? Zero referral commissions. That's what I meant. 0, because they never recruited or they never even brought anybody in. They're not sponsoring anybody. And it still works, which, like I said, works well for me. Okay, I think I have one more to do. So once that one comes back, now see if I hit reload, it's going to give me new ones. Let's see if it lets me. And sometimes I look at the ads and sometimes I don't. It's kind of cool though, seeing different people's pages. Oh, look at her. Business opportunity. That's kind of cool. All right. Go back here. As soon as that's up, I'm going to go check and make sure I'm on surf free mode. And then that's basically it. And as you get more into this, I feel like that's a pretty good overview. I think you have a really good understanding of the one, the potential, and two, what to do next. Yeah, see, it says it's been credited, but it's not coming off this screen. So that's what I tend to find, especially using Chrome. Maybe it's different on other ones. When you hit reload and you visit an ad, it never actually credits you. So it's, for me, it's just easier to go to overview. Oh, yay, look at that. I did it. You are on surf-free mode. Ta-da! I do not have to look at any more ads for another 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 16 seconds. And after that, it tells me the time too. December 2nd at 14:13, which is what, 2:13 p.m. After 2:13 p.m., I should go surf 10 more and keep making money. That's it. Oh, yay. I think I see Sherilyn. That's cool. Well, we've been sitting here. Oh, and look, my active shares are now there. I had 399 and now I have 401. It's so cool. And then I can come check this later tonight and I'll probably have some repurchase money. You can repurchase every day if you want. You can also let it sit for a couple days. I think people get excited and they want this, just these ones you don't worry about too much. At first I was like, what? My cash is so low, but you're not worried about these yet because you're building this up. But yeah, I am so glad I got to share this with somebody. I'm so glad. This is really exciting. So anyway, I am going to stop sharing and I'm going to see if there's any last questions. And I think we'll have questions after the replay. So anybody looking at this after the replay, get in touch with me. You can email me, Erin@bizrankpro.com. Find me on the Facebook group. Don't forget to join Money Mamas. Let me go back to that page. Where is it? Where is it? 1 second. Too many screens. So anybody watching this later, you can see this. There we go. I'm going to share this. So you went to BitDo, Money Mama, create your account. And like I said, you can get people randomly assigned to you. And also, if you don't sign up under me or someone else you know, you'll be randomly assigned to someone else. So you might as well keep it in the family, as they say. So that is the complete overview. You basically can ignore everything else. And what else? I want you to go to Money Mamas on Facebook, so you can do that. You can also join the official MPA group, which is on, when you sign up, it'll show you where to join the group. And then you start buying shares. That's it. Start putting some money in and start buying shares and see how fast you can grow. It gets a little addicting, I have to say. It's really, really fun to go in. And even if it's just pennies at the beginning, like you're actually seeing money come in. It's wonderful. I'm going to give you a bonus too. When you make your first funds transfer, I'm going to PayPal 10% back to you. That's my entire commission for your very first, when you put money in. So as soon as I see that you are a paid person, you can tell me, you can show me how much I'll see how much commission I got, and I'm going to give that amount back to you. So I want to also get this up. I want to get Money Mamas going so that we're running contests, their support, their successful updates. We keep motivated. We don't say, oh, it's been a month, I need more. You know that this is more, it's not long-term because we're not talking years, but it's long-term that we're talking months. And mamas, I love you already. So my voice is starting to go. And if there are no more questions, yeah, totally addictive. I love checking in and seeing how much it's made. Oh, and you can do this from a cell phone too. Chrome, I use Chrome. I don't know how it works on Safari or with an iPhone, but you can get on this site and you can surf the ads from your iPhone. So like I've been the passenger in a car, not the driver, the passenger in a car on a road trip. And I surfed all my ads on the road trip. It was kind of fun. So anyway, that is it. And if there's no more questions, I think we covered pretty much everything. Oh, if questions pop up, just ask. But thank you, Sherilyn. You rock. You stayed on till the end. And yeah, so love it. This is going to support my entrepreneur habit of Yeah, starting businesses. Okay. I'm going to say bye. You can say bye or take off. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone.